Hello. I can't hear you. Are you on mute? Yes, I was. This is the second week I think I've done this. Welcome, everyone. It's JJ
Hey,
Vegan
Buddha.
Knowledge, and we have our awesome, excellent co host here, JJ Video Reacts. On this beautiful Meatless Monday, we've got our best moderator in the whole entire universe, Buddha 1000, in the house. I'm just realizing that I think I need some kind of lighting setup here. I feel like there's like a huge light just shining like on this side of my head, making me look like I have like really bright head
Tinnitus
on
or
the
something?
left
Nah,
or
you don't look.
something.
You
I
don't
don't
look
know. Maybe it won't
crazy.
look like that when it airs, but it probably will. That's okay. It will. It's not about the look, right?
That's
We are
right.
here for the knowledge, the vegan
That's right.
knowledge. How's everyone
Let's
doing?
get the. Let's get the. You're beautiful anyway,
Oh my
so
goodness, I don't
don't
know about
matter.
that.
You don't need lighting. You don't need lighting,
I like
honey.
your lighting. Thank you,
Thank you.
Buddha. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to
Happy Mother's
everyone
Day,
that's
Buddha.
listening as well. Thank you for joining us.
My daughter's still not talking to me, but that's that's neither here nor there. I've accepted it. I can't do nothing about it. So
That's a different
it's been
story, huh?
nice. Yeah, different story for a different day, different time.
Well, I think things will improve. They'll get better. They always do.
You only get one, Dominique. That's all I'm saying. You only get one. I don't know if she's somehow watching this and just not communicating. You only get one. And I wish I still had mine. But anyway,
A happy
I love
Mother's
you, Ma.
Day
Love you, Grandma.
to your
But
mom.
I have your mom, and she is fabulous. She kind of took that role over, and I love her to death. She has really made it for me, Jen, so that it's, and I will always love and miss my mom. But your mom has lessened the sting of not having my mother around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah,
She definitely loves you like a daughter. I know that. Mom, if
and
you're
I love her like a
listening,
mom.
thank you for everything you do. Happy Mother's Day. I know we said it
Love you,
yesterday,
Cat.
but we love you. Thank you. She's always speaking of vegan stuff. We were just talking about
I know
her
she don't like Cat, but
because she just hooked us up with well, not just, but we just started really using it a lot, is the juicer.
the juicer.
I was like,
We are loving the
we
juicer.
like sent her some flowers and we were talking about it yesterday and I'm like, man, I gotta get my gift game better because she's given us some really cool stuff. And food processor too, we use that a lot. Buddha said she's sorry, things eventually will get better. Definitely, I think
Yeah.
they always do if you keep a positive mindset. Sometimes people have to come around on their own time and
I believe in the universe. I believe that, some people, and I don't, sorry, Jay, I don't mean to make this about us and all that stuff, but, some people, they just don't know how to, I guess, get out of their own way or out of their own heads. You know what I mean? And who knows, she could be harboring some ill will because I'm still not with her dad from years ago, even though she knew the situation and she knew who I was. She's even experimented on that side of the fence. So, I mean, and I honestly, some people don't like the fact that Jen and I are as close as we are. She might have felt like I was stolen away. You know how that goes. We watch all the drama on TV. And so, she chose not to stop talking to me. Just out of nowhere. I never even saw it coming. So, one day I hope that we will work that out and she'll come around. If I could communicate with her, I would, but I don't know her phone number or where she's living. And she does have communication with my sister, and my sister and I talk on a regular basis. So
Happy
when
Mother's
I,
Day, Jasmine. We love you.
yeah,
Happy Mother's Day, wherever you are. We love you too,
yeah,
to your daughter. I don't want to
I
mention her
usually
name
just
if you
tell
don't
her,
want.
I just say, listen, if you speak to Nikki, tell her I love her. You know, she knows my number. So it'll come around one day. One day I'll be surprised and she'll be on the other end of that phone. I'm putting that up to the universe, and I know the universe always answers. So on to Meatless Monday.
Let's get started. Everything's important, our emotional well being and our physical well being. So, whatever helps to talk it out, you help me like every single day. I go through some kind of thing where I need to get it out. So, it works. That's what we do, right? That's what we do.
Yep. sometimes it may not be the most convenient time, but you can't leave stuff in and fester in. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
When you feel the mode, I mean, provided you're not hurting somebody's feelings, but sometimes people need to hear the truth, and it helps you to get the truth out. You can't let it stay in there and fester and grow bacteria and all of that. You got to get stuff out.
Excellent segue
So,
into the
yes.
bacteria into the our humans designed to eat meat. So I know that we come on all the time and tell you, like, okay, this is what happens to your body when you eat meat. It like, does this to your body. It causes insulin resistance. It makes you have high blood pressure, clogs your arteries, and the fruits have these phytochemicals that keep us healthy, that that fight off infections and fight boost our immunity and everything like that. So but the question is, like, for me, I'm like a why kind of person. Like, I believe you. Yeah, I see that the world's on medication and everybody's sick and everybody has digestive issues and everybody's got a case of Tums sitting in their office, and we get heartburn, we have constipation going on. I just watched a really good live, or a part of it anyway, because I had to start this one, from Angel, the yummy vegan that we had on. She just did a video on how to help constipation. And, like, there's so many stomach issues that are going on, in the world. There's so many chronic illnesses, and all of these, are basically, most, like, 99% of them, honestly, this is, and I'm not just saying this, but I have a plant-based doctor who's just said it. I just heard his live stream. He says that he works in the hospital, and most of the diseases they're in there because of what people eat, and making this connection. So it's like, were we really designed to eat meat? So what I've found here, and I've done a lot of reading on this, is a diagram that shows the digestive tract of herbivores and carnivores. So those that eat meat and those that eat basically plants, fruits, nuts, seeds, that type of diet. Thank you. Did I get something right?
Sorry about that.
um, so what ended up I ended up finding is, if you look at these two, so if you look at the one on the top left here, that's the rabbit, basically. Everybody's joking, oh, we eat rabbit food, right? But it's a lot better than that, but kinda, right? So that's the digestive tract there, and then you've got the carnivore on the right. So you can see that on the bottom left, the human digestive tract, it's so long. It looks like that of the
That is
herbivore,
crazy.
and the carnivores is designed very much smaller than, and a shorter digestive tract. And we have some things we'll put up to describe these in more detail soon. But that is because the meat, when a carnivore is not cooking up their food and heating it up and putting it
Mhm.
on the grill and barbecue sauce on it, the carnivore is going out there. Their smell is like, they want raw meat, they want flesh, they want, they're designed to kill something and eat it. So it's decaying flesh, which really is what we're eating too. We just cook it up and season it up real nice first, right?
Right?
So that is what it was meant to do. It has to go in and come out, because the meat can't sit in your digestive system. The the herbivores, are digestive system is longer, because it's meant to actually take those fruits and vegetables that we're eating, and it's supposed to break down and get all of those nutrients out of it into the bloodstream. There's not really nutrients in the meat other than what that animal is trying to get out of it. They're filling up on it and eliminating it. So it's got to come out. That's why so many people, if you look at it, like, why there is a lot of constipation. And I mean, the World Health Organization already said that the processed meat, and then on this, is like a class 1 carcinogen. Whatever they're putting in that is causing cancer, and red meat is known to cause cancer. So, like, it's like so many reasons that our body is not meant for it. Do you mind throwing up one of the little things so we can start discussing those different So humans have the intestinal tract 10 to 12 times their body length. And this is why that looks like that. That's why it's so curvy and all those things. So the next one I should have in there should say that the meat eaters have strong hydrochloric acid in the stomach to digest meat. Um, I think they're a little bit out of order, but anyway, we'll get to them.
I don't know. I just
That's
click them
okay.
and upload them
I'm
because
looking for the one that says no. Keep going. Can we
okay.
go back to them if we miss them? Okay, meat eaters have just 3 times their body length. Ah, there it is. I think that's it. Meat eaters have the intestinal tract that's only 3 times their body length, so that rapidly decaying meat can pass through quickly. So if you even look at them side by side, our system was not really designed to pass that through so quickly. Look at all that stuff it has to go through. So you can imagine if you're eating mostly, meat and just a little bit of vegetables in your diet, that's really just sitting in there. It takes a long time for that to come out. And then what the slide that she just put up about the acids in our stomach, they're not meant our acids are not meant to break down food. So that's why we get so much heartburn. Like I used to think
Not meant to break down what meat.
yeah, our acids are not meant to break down like the meat to be able to like digest it. You know what I mean? The
Right.
acid or the pH level in our body. The
Mm-hmm.
um the meat eaters, they have that, so they're able to do that. So when we like I used to think I get heartburn from eating spaghetti sauce. I have ate tons of vegan spaghetti and I've never had heartburn in 4 years. But the reason I was having it, I just realized, is because my body was trying to probably break down the meatballs that I was eating and then the sauce on top of it.
Right.
Like a lot of stuff that happens makes it look like we're the culprit of other things are causing it, but it's really the meat that's the basis for it because that's what the acid reflux is coming up because like, whoa, I can't digest this. I can't handle it. It's gonna
Right.
gurgitate on back up. Uh,
I mean, it's just you know what it
when's the
like.
last time you had a stomach issue?
Well, you know me, I do a daily enema, and I know everybody daily.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about even let's say
I don't
you
know
were doing
when
enemas.
because of that. Honestly,
I mean,
all
of
right, you
stomach
know what?
virus. When's the last time you had a stomach virus? Do you even remember?
No,
I don't
I
even
don't.
remember the last time I was sick like that because the meat actually is what has it can cause food poisoning, because if it's not cooked at the right temperature and this and that. And so there should be a couple of more a slide about the food poisoning
Yeah,
thing too.
let's see. I don't know what they are,
We'll
so
just oh well we
how
can
about
go
that?
let's
Let's see.
just go with whatever is on the screen and we'll get through these and then we can talk about our exciting juice journey. The size of our mouth opening, our small mouth opening relative to overall head and body size also puts us in the same category as other herbivores and frugivores. That it's a mouth that simply does not seem to be designed to catch animals or gulp down big hunks of meat. Right, because if we try to swallow a big piece of meat without chewing it properly, we're going to choke, right? So,
Right,
you ever watch a dog chew his food? It's like his mouth moves up and down. And our mouth, I think there's even another one on this, but we'll get to it. But it actually does like a grinding motion, kind of like the with the
like
juicers.
a
Yeah, like rounded.
and horses. When you look at a horseshoe,
Mm-hmm.
theirs does that side to side round
Yes.
type of thing.
It's funny when you look at
It's
that,
interesting.
right? It's so interesting.
Yeah, that is definitely interesting.
Our hands, we don't have claws to help us catch or cut open prey. Of course, we've been able to fashion tools that let us catch, cut, and kill, but these tools aren't built into our bodies as they are for carnivores like bears. Some people argue our hands were specifically designed for grabbing fruit, but I don't know if I'd go that far. I got this from a blog that, and we'll link it in the description too. It's called I'm Going Vegan. So I love this. Our hands are useful for many things that would have been evolutionary, not just grabbing fruit specifically. So there's
Mm-hmm.
probably, but if you think about it, we are more likely with our hands to grab fruits and berries. We're not scratching and built to like attack
Clawing.
things. They're not. Nobody's wrestling a bear. Like when they're killing an animal, they've got a shotgun, right? Like they are. That's how we've been.
Some people are into wrestling that bear though.
That's true, right? Like, um,
It's like, no, thank you.
and then like it was just like everything like as I felt so good, and then I started reading all this stuff. I'm like, wow, I see kind of how and why things are happening the way they are, why I'm not getting sick, why I don't, why I've lost weight, because it's just, it's all relative to our digestive system. Even that, the science shows it, like I feel
Yep.
like some people think of it as kind of like an opinion, like I did, like, oh, you want to go on that weird vegan thing, but like eventually
Yeah.
people are gonna figure out this is how we can truly like heal ourselves, stop
Hmm.
environmental issues, stop animal suffering, stop really pandemics if you want to go that far with it, stop all these conditions that we start to develop over time, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, cancers, and start to make ourselves well so we don't need a lot of vaccinations, and we don't need a lot of medicine and to get us well. We don't need 13 aisles of pharmacy aisles that have all these medications, because when we end up coming in, we're going to be putting like fruits and vegetables in that are boosting our immunity and making us well and keeping us healthy. And I think we've actually gotten into some juicing lately
I know.
that is.
I know it's been fun.
I've always wondered, like, I've heard of people going on these juice fasts, where they only drink juice for such and such amount of days. And they're always like, I feel on such a high and I feel so
I
good and
think
I
I could
sleep
do that.
better. And
I really think I could do that. I know I could do it. If I can fast on water, I could definitely fast on juice. And lately, since we've been drinking a lot more, since we've been juicing, I was tempted to not put any solid food, not even veggies or fruit in my body, because I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling pretty satiated on the juice. And all those things went in the juice anyway. It was so weird because the first day I juiced up some celery. And then I said, how about just adding a bunch of veggies in there, right? So I threw in some tomato, some onion, some carrot, what else did I have in there? Broccoli stalk, you know what I mean? And just juiced all of that into one. And it tasted so good. I could have had a V8,
you're
right?
right.
It tasted so good.
Uh,
I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then imagine if you added fruit. We haven't even gone there yet.
yeah.
Adding the veggies and the fruit, because the smoothies I used to make us all the time had fruit and veggies in it. And you couldn't really taste the veggies.
Hmm. And it,
But I was boiling the stuff, and boiling the nutrients out of it, and doing the raw fruit. But you couldn't, I did that so that the vegetables would be softer for the blender, but I was killing the nutrients. Who knew?
exactly. It doesn't. I've always been advocating though that like you do need to like get some fiber in. Like I thought chewing it and getting the fiber is good too. So like I
Yeah.
think a juice cleanse though, or like a going on the juices, it makes sense that it's easier on your system, because if you think about us, we're having to chew and get all those nutrients out, and sometimes we rush and eat our food, so like a lot of times we're scarfing it down, so the juicer's kind of doing the work. And if you want to cleanse your system and give it some ease of digestion, because remember we were hearing, I was looking at a lot of stuff because I started thinking, maybe we are supposed to be eating more fruit. It makes a lot of sense. Even the
Mm-hmm.
minister of wellness was on here saying that like if you look at the broccoli and the spinach, it's harder to break that down. It has like a harder exterior to it. So like, especially if you are just getting started, you're trying to cleanse out of all the like meat and stuff, I think juice
Yeah.
is the way to go, because you can also, I was thinking I could get a lot more calories and fruits and veggies in, because I'm not going to probably sit down for 6 hours and eat 3 carrots and you
Yeah.
know two stalks of
Right.
celery. Like you can actually get a lot of vegetables, a lot of nutrients in one little smoothie. And I mean, I think the fruit is easier for us to digest, like easier on our system. So like we
Mhm.
were hearing, eat your fruit and juice the vegetables, but I really it's like I feel like the juice has added like a new like level of energy that we've been having in the daytime. Like you made this mix of like is it's like going
So
straight
what
to
was
your
in it
system.
today?
Oh, it was so many things and we just bought
All
all
right, it
these
was
vegetables. Uh-huh.
blueberry, strawberries, banana, watermelon, lemon,
Peach,
peach, green and red grapes, and mandarins like
oranges.
clementines.
Yes. Man, that was so good. And I was just listening to the health benefits of pineapples. Like I go on a kick where I'll just listen to the health benefits of
And
everything.
blueberries. Did I say
Oh, I don't
blueberries?
know. And lemon,
Yeah.
right? Did you say lemon?
Yep.
Okay.
I said lemon. Yep.
Lime?
I didn't put lime in
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, I didn't put lime in it. Oh, I need cilantro, come to think of it, and
Yeah,
avocados.
we were supposed to get
But
those. I think we were so busy we forgot today. It's like these people probably wonder like what is going on. Walmart thinks I'm
man, that was
reselling
such a good
vegetables.
smoothie.
Remember that? They like stopped my
I know,
membership
right?
because they thought we were like owning a shop. I'm like, no, we're eating this. We really
That
eat
drink
that
looks
many
so
vegetables.
tropical
I
too. I
know.
said watermelon,
Did
right?
I ever
Yeah.
send? I should have. Well,
It looks like it's pink in color when it's all done. It's really cool, tropical looking drink, and it tastes so free. It's the perfect blend of sweet and tart from the lemon. Oh my god, it's like a fruit lemonade.
yeah, it was good. Like, here's what I was
Because I'm a
thinking.
lemonade drinker. I love
When
lemonade.
I was drinking this, it made me so angry and mad that people put sugar in those fruit juices they sell to kids,
They don't need
juicy juice
that
and all
drink
that.
is so sweet with just the natural fructose from the fruit. It needs
Yeah,
nothing.
try it. You would not even be surprised. And if you're trying to get greens in too, I've done this before. Throw them in with if you put pineapples and grapes in something, you're never going to taste spinach, even carrots probably. I don't know for sure. I've never put a carrot in, but I've put cucumber and I know spinach in before and it you
I put carrot in the vegetable drink. That was so good.
I know, and the vegetable drink too. Like if you look at V8, people think that's healthy. There's so much sodium, their added sodium they're putting in. Vegetables already have enough salt content. You don't need to be putting all this extra stuff, but they got
Well,
to
when
preserve
I
it.
made us, yeah, and when I made us the smoothie, I would boil, and I don't mean I would cook it like forever. I would just get it just soft enough, not soft, mushy soft, soft enough that to take the crunch out of it. I had, remember we had those flat carrots?
Yeah.
I would put carrots, a little bit of cauliflower, some broccoli, and what was the other thing? I think it just was broccoli, carrots, and spinach. And I would kale and spinach, and I would boil that up and make it a little bit soft. Put that in the NutriBullet, and then put on top of it banana, green apple. I remember that. I would put orange in it,
Mhm.
and I would put like grapes and I think pineapple and some strawberries. And you're talking about something good, man. And you didn't even taste not one vegetable,
And now the
you know?
beauty of
So,
the juicer is you don't even have to get rid of any of the nutrients because you know I'm like a big
right.
advocate of not cooking. Now there are certain vegetables that they say that the minerals open up a little bit better. Like there is tomato, it's good like to juice that or cook it, not
Hmm.
overcook it, but it actually increases the lycopene, I think. And then the celery, what we were talking
Dude,
about,
did you
the
send me the
celery.
celery video?
No, I didn't.
You want to play that?
You wanna do it next time? We'll edit it and we'll do a juicing let's do the whole stream on juicing next time, and we can make
Okay, that sounds
that
like
way we
fun.
can film you, like, making a couple of these, and maybe we can put some mixtures and put the recipe up of what we mixed into it. Everyone would like that maybe?
Let's do
Mhm. All everyone, Buddha.
it.
I know it was so last minute. I am so thankful for you
We'll
showing up,
set up a
for you
juicing
coming.
stream next week, Buddha. It'll be fun.
Yeah, if you think of a clever name, you're
We've
so
already
good.
got some clips and stuff ready to go. So
You're good with those term like those little catchy phrases, like "What's
What?
the juice?" or something of the name of these live streams. Mine are always boring, like "Interview with Dawn." Yours would be like, "What did Dawn have to say?" Um, I need to get better with my YouTube game. But we did hit 100
Yeah, you.
subscribers, everyone. We did it.
Woo!
Buddha said earlier she wants us to 15,000, so we're gonna do
That's
it.
right.
All right, Buddha said she'd try it. She'd try the smoothie because you eat fruit, right? So these mixtures, we got the juice. Oh, I like that. That's gonna.
That is
We should.
good. That's good.
That's a good name, right?
Yep.
We got the juice. We're gonna be talking about the juice tomorrow on the
We got the juice. We got the juice.
We
Yeah.
got the
We
juice.
got. We got the
And
juice.
we're getting live entertainment on this Meatless
We
Monday.
got the juice.
I am finally going to be uploading to YouTube. I did an interview last Meatless Monday, and I was going to just upload that for today, this Meatless Monday, because Peter Goldstein from We Did It Health could not do Meatless Monday at this hour. So what we did was we did a pre-recorded one early in the day Monday, and I was going to play it this week, but I just couldn't help myself to come on and talk about why we're not supposed to eat meat. So we'll be uploading that after this as well, so that you can check that out. We did it health. If you're interested in learning more about like vegan stuff, they've got, you can just join the community. They've got all these videos and podcasts from like everything you can imagine. They're partnered with some really cool people that give like presentations, and they have different certifications you can do to learn how to like talk to people and, deal with living in the non-vegan world, and it's really cool. I got a little frame around me that says certified plant-based ambassador, so it's cool. So we'll be uploading that, so that's going to be fun. And then next week,
Living in a non-vegan world, and I am a vegan girl, like a
maybe we'll
vegan.
just do a whole like stream on like nice
What? Vegan medleys,
vegan wrestling. She
like a
look,
vegan.
she's
Oh my God! Why is Weird Al or somebody not doing that? We got to do that. I gotta
exactly
do that.
like a vegan.
Whoa, like a
Fruit
vegan.
for the very first time, like a vegan.
Just ate meat for the very last
Look,
time,
I think you're
like
gonna
a
look. You got
vegan.
Buddha dancing down there. That's good, and you can sing. You should put that together for us. We need to have that for the next Meatless Monday. We need to have that while you're juicing.
That's too
Let's hear
funny.
it.
We'll have some
I know I like Weird
some
Al too.
yeah, Weird Al.
Yankovic,
He
right?
would yeah, if he were like doing that stuff today, it would be so many cool things he could come up with.
I think that
Like a
it'll be fun to
vegan.
do that, to do those videos, and it'll be fun to find the mixtures. Oh, celery, that's the other one. I had a video on TikTok and YouTube for like I started juicing celery, and I got out of it because I was trying to use the food processor and it was kind of working. I was just being lazy and didn't pull the juicer out. She juiced celery and it turned into juice. Like I kept getting all the pulp and stuff. It just was like a celery smoothie and I wasn't quite feeling that. I wanted juice. When you made the celery juice, and that is so good, it will relax your arteries.
What'd you do? You put water and you just chopped up a bunch of celery and put some water in it, didn't you?
Yeah, and I was trying to pretend I was juicing it. It didn't work. I liked your celery juice better. It was so good.
That's not funny though.
I was trying to make do with what I had, right? It worked. It
That's
it did give
adorable.
me some of the benefits, I feel like, though, because it felt like it
Yeah, because
opened
you
up
were
my
still drinking
circulation.
celery either way.
Yeah, and it was
Right.
better than eating it, I guess. It was still opening,
Yep.
because I heard it was like minerals come out of celery when you do that. I guess we can't chew it enough, unless because I don't know.
I mean, that juice was it was lime green and it just tasted like you were drinking a celery
If
stalk.
you like celery, you'll love this,
So
right? I
crazy
love
good.
celery, like, and I used to love celery dipped in like different dressings, but I started to really like the taste of celery. and the vegetables. And I didn't think you liked celery that much.
No, I don't really, back in the day, look, I can munch on celery, but I just celery and me, I don't know. I'm not really a big, huge fan of just eating celery. I like dipping it too,
But you like
but that
celery
celery
juice,
juice,
right? That was good.
dude, that celery juice was on point.
Mhm.
I think because I don't like chewing it and all of that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That just,
And
and I don't know.
like
But a carrot, I'll go to town on a carrot all day long.
if you look at how like we were talking about the digestive tract, that's what they were saying, like the fruits are much easier, like that will pass through even quicker because of the way that they digest. So like I feel like, especially if you're starting this, I was trying to think what are the real benefits of doing that if you're not used to eating that many vegetables, or to like help your system, putting it in as juice, especially the greens and things. That's why
Yeah.
people, I think, do those juice cleanse and juice fast to start, and then, or some people like to juice during the day and then do their meal, in the evening to get, because you want to get some of the fiber in. I
Hmm.
do believe that too. So I think that's going to be like part of my regimen. I love the juice and I also like to eat the vegetables. I'm always like a balanced person. I don't like to go, but I would like to do the juice fast for a while. Let's
I
do
would
that.
too. Let's do it. Let's do like carve out 7 days and just
Mhm.
stick to it. Maybe, work our way up to it. Look, we're
I
coming
went
towards the
raw
end
for
of
a
May,
day and I went for 4 years, so
right?
that's
We went
the
okay, so we're at the end of May. Let's do it like the first week of June.
mhm.
That way we can ramp up, or second week of June, and that way we can ramp up for a couple weeks. Do it with us, Buddha. And then we do it for a couple weeks and we chill, like we lead up to it. And then we know we're gonna do it. So we can kind of give ourselves a couple weeks to get in the mindset that okay, I'm gonna commit to this.
And I
And
love the
try to
fact
go as
that,
many days of the 7 as we can. If you make it all 7, fantastic. If you make it 2, either way, you're gonna get benefits from it.
and people say it's like literally life changing, like meaning that they feel so good they can't believe it. Like,
Yeah.
because I guess you're just getting those nutrients, you're not putting other stuff in, and
Yeah.
a lot of times people do it when just as a cleanse. Like some people that eat meat do it for 7 days. I don't know why they ever go return to the meat if they can do that and just not go completely
Because
plant
a
based.
lot of them don't know any better.
Well, we don't, that's one of the reasons we're on, because I didn't know any
Yeah.
better either until like 42 years old. So it took me
Yeah.
a minute to find this. So hopefully someone finds us on this YouTube by searching maybe they search celery or juice or like a vegan, that new hit song that's out by Don James.
You know something too though, you go seek it. When you're looking to, like, the information was always there. And there've been, like, we a lot of people that you've interviewed have said they've been vegan for years. It wasn't until we focused on being vegan that we went and sought out the information and realized, wow, there's this stuff didn't just pop up when we became vegans. It's
Yeah.
always been there. And the problem is, they don't put it mainstream for everybody or anybody who might be interested. You have to develop an interest, and that interest is what drives you to go find that information. And you will find it under a rock if you want it that bad.
You
It's like,
know,
damn it, I want to know what is good for me to eat right now. I remember when you and I just kind of touched on it years ago, healthy eating, and we would find bits and pieces of information here and there. Now that we're into it and living it, it seems like the universe supports what we want and is throwing it at us.
it does, and it's like, you have to realize when you watch a show, like how we watch the reality shows, right? They're edited a certain way to go
Right.
along with their narrative, what they want. So if you think about it, there's a big pharmaceutical industry. There's a really big there's a whole dairy lobby or whatever they call it, meat, lobbyist and things. There's a whole meat industry like that funds a lot of what is on even TV networks, news networks, and they can only say and do certain things. So I don't think that they necessarily want a show that says, I cured myself with a plant-based diet going on mainstream TV and
Oh,
all these
hell
people
no.
going vegan and plant-based,
And
even
cut
though
into
the
big pharma's
quote
market
unquote
share? Hell
government
no.
says
We
it
lucky
wants
they're
us
not trying
healthy.
to send hitmen for us now.
There's certain like things that I read too, like even really large organizations. I'm not going to mention any names. I don't want my YouTube shut down.
Yeah.
But there's organizations, for example, that are nonprofit organizations, but they get donations from certain other companies. So if you might be someone who is trying to maybe fight for a cure for this or that, it could be any disease, and you are sponsored by, let's say, a meat or dairy company, you probably, it's like a conflict of interest to me. Like it's weird because you're allowed to get donations, but your donations are coming from something that you probably shouldn't recommend. Like I think the whole thing is just clouded. You know what I mean? So I think the best way, like you said, to get your information is to seek it out, because what you're being told is, and what we've always been told, is not always the right way to keep doing things. Like
Right,
it
right.
makes logical sense that if everybody was well and no one was sick, then I'd believe, yeah, we're supposed to eat the way we do, the standard American diet, you know. But a
Hmm.
lot of people think, oh, as long as I don't eat junk food, you know, and it's so much deeper than that, because anything like, and this what is this thing called that people are doing, this low carb keto diet, if you're putting the meat and dairy in as your source of fat that you're trying to burn, that is like it's increasing that, and you're cutting out your vegetables. It's like the worst thing because it's clogging up, it's causing the insulin resistance, it's causing more harm than good. But it's like a big diet that everybody's doing, is like, look, I'm losing a bunch of weight. It's like, yeah, you're losing weight, but you're making yourself sicker in other ways.
Right.
And I used to do that
The
too.
catch
I did it for
22.
a long time. I mean, I ate steaks every single evening for dinner for a long time. I thought, I need this protein. Now it's just like, oh goodness, I can't believe what I was doing, you know? But it is what it is. We live and we learn. I don't know what I didn't know. And
That's
thank
it. You
goodness
didn't
you,
know.
mhm. And
And some
now,
people don't want to know either.
mhm.
You know what I mean? You might get to,
Exactly. I
you
probably
start
didn't
talking
want to know.
about it and they don't want to hear it. They don't want to know. It's like, listen, this is how I am and it's how I'm going to go out. Okay. You can't do that. You can't worry about that
Yeah.
person. That person has to change themselves. You can't change people. So run with the ones who want to go.
This is what it's for here. This is just knowledge that if you come across it or you're interested and you're seeking it out, you can learn more and learn our journey,
Yeah,
because
because you
things
can't
that have,
force it.
I know that for me, I always tell this story, but until I get a little opening in the beginning that tells it, which I have one, I should give that to you to put up. It's just, when I did this, I never again have been sick in 4 years. I've never had my seasonal allergies that I had since a child. I never have had back pain since about a month or two into this, you know, journey. I have like had more energy. My skin just feels better. I don't even have to use lotion as much because it's like your skin is now hydrated. Like you don't realize how with all the salt and sugar and the meat is, everything is just, it just makes you feel bloated, and like you don't realize how good you feel until you get rid of all that. But it's not easy. It was easy for me because I was at the right time in my journey,
Mm-hmm.
that I was ready to make that change. But it's definitely not easy if you're not motivated. So you got to
No.
like get ready for it. Anything you start is difficult. Like I see what I'm going through. I'm thinking, I want to do this little juice thing. You know, I want to take it to another level. But then kind of I'm like, well, but I want my potato, you know?
But you could have worse habits than eating a potato.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and the
And I
cool thing
did
about
go
you is you've dropped so much weight that it doesn't even really matter that you would eat a potato. You know what I mean? So yeah, you've done really well in the weight loss department. So that starch is not going to put that much weight on you.
carbs are in, like carbs, I didn't realize when I was raw, when I actually stopped being raw to try to pick up some weight, I didn't realize that so many things actually had like fat in it. I probably could have just increased like the
Avocado.
and nuts, and also the fruit. The fruit has carbs that actually can put weight on us if you eat enough of it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I was eating very little fruit because, like, part of my thinking was still in my standard American diet days where I was like, oh, fruit's bad, has sugar. I'm not supposed to eat it. And then I didn't realize that it was a good sugar that has, not the same as like the cupcake sugar and processed sugar. So
Right.
it was just, it's a lot to learn, and I'm just still even studying and learning things. And on this journey, I just know that it's something that I feel like most people don't come across or don't know unless they seek it out. So if I've been able to, and you have been able to open someone's mind to it, I'm thankful for everyone at least having an open mind. Like, yeah, let me hear these two crazy chicks out.
Yeah.
It's been super fun though. I love coming on here and talking with you, and when we
Me
have
too,
our
sweetie.
guests. I am getting so hungry. I'm sorry
Let's
this is
go
a
eat.
quick one because we were running late, and then we'll have the we did it health loading up. It's actually, I think, loading, or it was in YouTube. It probably stopped now because I went off the screen. So what I'll do is get that loaded. So if you want to check that out and find out if you want to go on we did it health, and they've got a lot of cool stuff, and Peter tells us how he even started that. So it's fun to hear his journey and why. Yeah, 7 days of juicing fruit, right? Buddha said, would eating a fruit bowl be okay? I mean, like, I don't think it's a problem to eat the fruit bowl. I mean, I eat fruit during the day if you're just doing it to go on fruit for,
We can
but
do
if you
fruitarianism for a week. You can
mhm,
juice, you can eat fruit. Let's just make it about the fruit,
that sounds good.
you know?
Let's fruit it out
Fruit
cuz
it out, fruit it up.
I know from looking at our system, like, and from what, like, it might be that that's the easiest thing and the best thing for our digestive system. I'm truly starting to believe that because
I'm
although
curious to know what the results are going to be,
all
how we're going
right,
to
Buddha's
feel.
in. Oh, we could have like a stream and we can talk about our results and how we feel. I'm excited. I bet we're going to have so much energy. Look, I already have enough
We can
energy.
compare notes. I can't wait to see what Buddha comes back with. Like, oh my God, guys, I feel so
Yes.
good. It was so good. Remember Ro? Went off and started doing some stuff and
Yes.
came back and would talk about it. So yeah,
Buddha
I
is
got to
going
get
to
content
tell
on.
us her journey.
Yeah,
That's going to be
I can't
cool.
wait to hear it.
So when are we doing it?
All right, so when do you guys want to do it? I'm thinking ramp up. The reason I said,
What are we
um,
ramping up? Just eating more fruit?
I mean, just yeah, just dropping everything else, So if you're used to eating a certain amount of vegetables and things like that, or you've got meat in your diet and stuff, I want to give people time to adjust
Yeah.
instead of jumping in cold turkey. I can do it, but
Try some different fruits and see what really
yeah,
good you like
what
too.
resonates with you, and then put a little thing together, a little package of what you like, and then I'm thinking June, the first week of June.
Maybe we can research it too and we'll put together like our list of what we're going to put in ours. Like let's do all those fruits cuz I like all of those that you put in it. That's going to be good.
Yeah, that's good.
It says one thing when you juice it though, and if you're not just eating it, like we can eat some too, but when you're juicing it, it takes a lot of fruit to make
It
a little bit of
does.
juice. So, Dawn, you might be juicing. If we do the juice fast, it's like, you know what? We have to take turns. Like, wait, I have a 30-minute lunch. I'm going to go juice now.
Right?
Just keep
Yeah,
juicing
it
all the
takes a
way. So at
lot
night,
of food to get like this much juice.
yeah,
But it's like
this will be fun.
if that's all you're drinking, you know what I mean? And you can also supplement it with water. Water fills you up really good, you know. But yeah, Buddha's way might work a little bit better to get full
Yeah.
and stay full and say it, but either way, whatever works, you know what I mean? Whatever
We're
works.
going fruitarian.
Going fruity.
I can have tomatoes and cucumbers too because that's fruit.
Technically, they're fruit,
Anything
right?
with a seed is fruit.
Sounds good.
That sounds fun.
All right,
Now I'm
cool
hungry. I
beans.
want to eat some
I
fruit.
know. Let's go eat. Let's go eat some
Thank you,
fruit, man.
Buddha, for coming. Thank
Thanks for
you,
coming,
J and J
sweetie.
Video. Thank you, everyone, for watching and for getting us to that thousand. I mean, thousand. Oh my goodness, 100 subscribers. We got a
Freudian
ways
slip,
to go, but
manifest
we're
it,
gonna do
manifest
it
it.
little bit at a time. Buddha said, "Let's get vegan to 15,000 subscribers this year." Yes, hit that
Thank
like
you, best
button, comment,
moderator on
subscribe.
YouTube.
And Dawn, thank you for everything you do for the stream and for,
You're
I'm
welcome,
like
baby.
running in there at 8 o'clock at night. Like, can you put these human anatomy pictures on here for me? Can you put this picture up? Can you throw these words in? And she's so good; she can just put it together really fast. But
I try.
anyway,
I try to help. I do what I can.
I'll see everyone on Takeover Tuesday over there on Dawn's
Oh
stream.
my God, we got so much to talk about tomorrow. Being that they put the tell-all on with it. Hello.
I can't wait. We were
Who knew that they
surprised.
were gonna wrap all that into one? So yeah, I can't wait to talk about that tomorrow.
We got lots to talk about there. We're
Yay.
gonna check out
Oh
the end of that tonight because I went to sleep on it. We
yeah,
have
we
to
gotta
check it out.
rewatch that. So
Buddha, I am so thankful for you being here. I'm glad that you jumped on over to the vegan knowledge and from our J and J video react. Thank
yep,
you,
yep,
Don.
yep. Always, always. Thanks, Buddha. Can't wait to talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I know we're gonna have some juicy commentary on that. But
Ah,
have a good
juicy.
night, sweetie.
Did it.
Huh?
Juicy
Juicy
commentary.
comment.
God,
I didn't
did
even
it.
put that together. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Love you
Oh
guys.
man,
Thank
Buddha, thank
you.
you for coming over and hanging out. And yep, we're gonna find the poem. All right, I found it. Have a good night and see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Vegan.
If we can become a plant based nation, we could get off all our medication. We want to keep doing things like we were, donating to organizations claiming to fight for a cure. But the cure is already in front of our eyes, and it's time for us to wake up and realize. We may not want to believe we have control. It's easier for most of us to metaphorically live in a hole. So many stories of how being plant-based has reversed disease. It's funny that we can't stop eating meat with ease. We want to continue to look for the answer, yet people have reversed even cancer. I think finally as a nation, it's time to give people the truthful information. Your hard-earned money is what you pay to take your medicine day after day. Sadly, there's a lot of money being made in people staying sick. This has to finally make something click. We have to have this revelation that a cure means not selling medication. There's so many myths and misconceptions, but it's eye-opening once you make the connections. That meat and dairy are causing insulin resistance, it's not sugar and carbs causing diabetes, for instance. Scientifically, our bodies are not set up like carnivores. We model those who eat plants. If you can heal, why not give it a chance? You follow your car's owner's manual for what gas it takes, yet for our bodies without care, we feed it steaks. That's like giving an unleaded car diesel to drink. Our bodies will reject it, don't you think? I'm not here to tell you what to do, but to be a voice, that when it comes to your health, you have the choice. With just a few adjustments to your diet, I can help if you just want to try it. I've found testimonials that people have reversed every ailment and disease by simply eliminating meat, eggs, milk, and cheese. There's a tasty substitute for all the things you already eat. You can get all your nutrients without eating meat. Save the animals, the environment, and yourself just by making a few different selections off the grocery store shelf. It's never too late. I've seen it work at all age ranges. It's my passion, and I can't wait to hear about your positive health changes. It's time for the world to wake up and heal, and you can start with your very next meal.